Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're continuing on with the iconic Muscle Championship. I had to do the second race again after the Homestead-Miami fiasco. Because in the last episode we finished the race, we went to upgrade the car and it went into the continuous loading screen for the vehicle after upgrading it. So I backed out of it, and then for some reason it didn't save the progress of me finishing Homestead-Miami. Yeah, but I still got second place when I did it again, so the points haven't changed or anything like that. So yeah, let's actually I think I got third in my rerun, but regardless, we're now on Watkins Glen International Speedway for 5 laps, so let's see if we can do any better. We have maximum PI of A class now, so maybe we can do something helpful like tyres. Yes, that'll take up 700 of ours, but it'll give us a much better handling, better braking and better acceleration as well. And nope, they're 100. Trying to remember what was 50 now. Yeah, that's it. And we'll do the flywheel as well, which will decrease weight and increase the efficiency of the engine in terms of how quickly it can rev. Right, let's continue. Still annoying that we have to go through all of this nonsense in terms of cut screens and quitting out the practice after starting it just to get through to the race, but it is what it is, I guess. It can't be helped. So the the necessary update to be able to skip practice or just go straight into racing from the pits, which is something you should be able to do anyway. Right, exit. Practice. I mean, if there is a way to do it from the pits already and I'm not seeing it, then do please tell me, but I cannot see it for the life of me. Either I'm blind or it's just not there. So, yeah. Whatever. Right, come on. I don't know why the loading times take so long when it's only a career mode race. We'll stay in 12th place like we did the last time. I'm a bit more confident with Watkins Glen than Homestead-Miami, but you never know what it's going to be like race to race, so it could be go any way you want. Right. 40% will do, let's go. Let's hope the driver tars still be a challenge that were in the previous race, but doesn't seem to be wholly consistent race to race, to be honest. Run wide, you'll get a penalty. To brake on that corner. This one. Whoa, why is that guy braking so hard? Ow. Well, that was that Camaro's fault. Absolutely no reason to completely slam on there. Crawl. Obviously you do need to brake. You need to brake quite a bit, but yeah, you can still hold a good 70-80 miles an hour through that bit. Yeah, he was slowing down to like 20. So yeah, the AI are really quite problematic at times. As bad as they might have been in previous games in certain regards, I never had them do stuff like that. Right. At least we did get into 6th place. I've not even finished a lap yet. Certainly enjoying driving this more than the previous couple of cars that we've had. I'm a much bigger fan of muscle cars, modern or classic, than I am of modern sports cars or hatchbacks. Nearly went too wide there, that would have got us a penalty. I think this car doesn't have the best fifth gear on any car like this. It just seems to slow the car quite considerably down, so as to lose out on its power for whatever reason. Fourth. At least got a podium, I'll be happy with that, but I would prefer first to make up for the previous loss in the prior race. Although it didn't matter that I came in third in that rerun on my own time on Homestead-Miami, because yeah, that was still enough to get us keep us in second place. Yeah, we dropped down from first, but we were still able to hold on to second, and we're only 2 points behind first. 51 overall. Which is not bad. Two more places made up on that lap.
3 left.
Let's see if we can make up 2 more. Most of those tyres that the car wiped out seem to have gotten spooked by me not only outbraking them but also overtaking. Yeah, making the most of those new tyres. We can brake a lot later and carry a lot more speed through the corners, making this car a lot more confidence inducing. First place is well within our sights. I think this is the same driver that took our first place position after the prior race. So even if we don't win, we should still move the board regardless. It's definitely this section where the driver tires are weakest. Why brake there at all? There's just no need for it. way more speed than that Camaro was at the first lap. Really no need to slow down below anything, you know, like 70 or 80 miles an hour. Especially in a car that has good tyres and a decent chassis, which this does. Oh dear, what the hell happened there? Oh dear, I've had my first crash. No, we're definitely going to have to rewind. If I'd have got out of that a lot quicker, then I wouldn't have bothered, but... What the hell happened there? Oh dear. Turn. Right, let's stick with most of that mistake, but we won't stick with the part where we crashed into the tyre bundle because we could not get out of that in a quick enough time. One thing you have to watch out for is your fuel when you get stuck in the dirt and whatnot, because you can obviously overexert your engine. You'll be revving it more and you'll be using the engine a lot more to get out of there, which obviously most cars in this game, if not all cars in this game, will struggle through any of the dirt because, you know, we don't have any SUVs on this game, no buggies or anything like that, so they do these normal road cars do struggle with the dirt a lot more than they would in Forza Horizon 5. Final lap. See if we can get a clean run on this lap after having to deal with the driver task. See if we can improve our lap time. Improve around a second more than our previous best. I'm hearing a lot of people having glitches and stuff on the online mode of this game. Personally, I found the online the more stable part of this game. I only had one issue with that. That was when 3 seconds before a race was about to start, it crashed. So I missed out on starting that race after 20 minutes of qualifying and practicing. But yeah, that's the only issue I've had with online. Although some people have had issues where they don't steer, the car doesn't even move off the line or anything like that. So yeah, luckily I've not had any of those issues, and yeah, really good lap time there in that final race, final lap even, and yeah, we've moved up now back into the first place position. We're now 6 points clear of second place. So let's move on to the what we're on, 4th race now, and let's see what happens. Sorry, I was recording. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It didn't make any noise. I was sawing the bottom of your
Right, we're just going into the farm now. Just let's just so that people on the way will finish. So be ready for us to say an hour and leave.
Oh, that's perfect. I've still got plenty of recording to do. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'll give you a ring when you know what to bring. Yeah, just
Is it just a pizza and presents?
It's pizza and my chicken bites down the freezer.
Which ones are they?
Right, let's do some fries.
Alright.
That's all the pizza, yeah. We've got to eat. We've got the whole pot, so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, alright then. Yeah. Okay.
Alright then, that's great, thank you.
Alright. Yeah, see you in a bit then.
Alright
Be
then,
ready. Make
yeah,
sure
will.
Billy's got enough food to fix.
Yeah, no, do you want the cat thing put in front of the
No. Too early. No, she'll be fine. We'll just have to trust her. Yeah, make sure all the doors are shut.
Yeah, I'm all dressed and ready and teeth done and everything, I'm just recording.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's what we thought. We'll just have an hour after. So it's made for 6 away, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, alright, darling. Yeah, see you soon.
Right, love you.
Alright, love you.
Love you,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. You too.
Right, now we're going to be on Maple Valley for 5 laps now. I think the weather is a little adverse, so yeah, we might well struggle in terms of putting our power down completely, but we do have 500 CP to play with, so I think I might well just put that into, yeah, brakes. Well, partly brakes. We'll go with sport brakes, so those go up a fair bit. And we'll improve this. No, we can't improve the suspension. This is what I hate about this system. You're just constantly trying to find what you can work with or not. It's just stupid, to be honest. But yeah, we'll improve the front width of the tyres at the front. So yeah, that'll improve the handling, improve the braking. Oh, pardon me. Improve the handling, improve the braking. It will slightly decrease the acceleration because the wider tyres are heavier, but the lighter brakes should offset most of that weight. So yeah. Hopefully we'll not get into the spinning loop of death, because then we'll have to start the last race again. I am seemingly jinxing myself here. Oh dear. This game is really doing my nutting. I think from now on we're just going to have to upgrade the car from the main menu back out again, and go scoot around several menus just to get to the upgrade system, because this is absolutely infuriating. It really is. There's no reason why a game should be this broken. You got several years to make it. It's only applying upgrades, for Christ's sake. Never had issues with applying upgrades before, and yet it just does this spinning loop of doom. And yeah, I just know full well as soon as I do this, it's gonna not save my progress. Take your bets now, because this game is utterly broken and it's wasting my time again. It took me 10 minutes to get through Homestead-Miami in my own time after the last episode where it completely broken, and it's looking like it's going to waste my time some more now, so let's just see. Come on. Yep. Right, I'll see you once I've done Watkins Glen again. Right, so after that pointless diversion, we're now on a Maple Valley for 5 laps. It looks like it's going to be raining, so yeah, that should make things interesting. Not going to ever bother upgrading in the post-race menu of another championship, because it just clearly breaks the game and wastes your time, because you have to do the race you did before, despite the fact that you've won it, despite the fact that the points have been collated, despite the fact that you've been shown on the podium and your car's there, and you've clearly stopped the race and you come out of it and all that lot. Apparently that's not enough to save the game, and you know, take notice of the fact that you have done that race. Apparently that's the way that checkpoints nowadays work on racing games, but for whatever reason that is, it's the stupidest reason ever. So yeah, my word of advice is never upgrade after finishing a race on this game, in the career mode that is. Just back out, go into the upgrade menu on the normal part, even though you have to go to your upgrade menu, choose the car that you want to upgrade, and then start upgrading it rather than just picking the car that you're already in. That doesn't work on this game either. You know, you're only allowed to have one car that you're ever in permanently. It doesn't just let you stay in the car that you've raced or the car that you've previously just used or anything like that. It's whatever car's in your car bay in the first car bay part. Even the cars that you're in your other 3 car bays aren't classed as being something you can use either, which is again stupid. Right, let's go race. Do the thing we should have done about 20 minutes ago practically. So yeah, the points jigged around because the person that came second in the race that you'll have seen didn't come second in that race, so yeah, there's only 1 point in it between me and first now. So that's another thing that has been ruined. But I did be able to give it more upgrades. For some reason the CP points still registered between the race crashing and whatnot, so yeah, I've now got 495 horsepower, the tyres are wider up front, the brakes are completely upgraded. So, yeah. Look good in that front, don't care how dirty this race looks, I'm very, very annoyed. It's not often that game gets me annoyed, but it's just silly, stupid things like what has happened. This is really enough to make me annoyed. For the crowd, we can start proper racing. Why that car was A on the far outside and B braking so heavily, but go, that's what this game's all about, isn't it? Doing things that don't make sense. Don't know what the car was trying to do there, but maybe do a little shimmy and dance, but just about got it under control. This is the first time I've ever had road rage in a racing game. Thought it was supposed to be bad weather in this race. Is outside right now. This race has not had any wet yet, but those clouds don't look promising in terms of keeping it dry. No need to brake so much, for God's sake. Surely has the kind of upgrades that I've got on my car. Yeah. They seem to break at every opportune moment. I just realised what I didn't do in this car that I could have done, that I should have probably done, is the suspension. I was wondering why it was so soft and wallowy still, and that's why. That's what I forgot to do, because obviously I wasn't in the right frame of mind when it came to upgrading the car again after trying the first time round. That's what happens when you're forced to do something again for no reason. Coming through, do not close me up on the wall, please. It's very sporting of you, especially since I was going round you on the outside, I wasn't even going for the inside line. Plenty of grip in this car to get around there at a fair whack of speed. I feel like I'm driving with my hair on fire, but still, it's making us get up through the lead, up for the grid. It's not exactly very smooth, but it's proving fortuitous. See, give us a penalty. No, we won't, thankfully. Oh dear.
One more. Finish strong.
Could have really done with that suspension. So many different gradients, so many moments where the car can, you know, lift up and whatnot. Suspension that keeps you on the ground better would really have proved better for this race in particular. Completing the balls that corner. It's probably not going to make much difference, but I want to get it right at least this time round. Well, didn't get it right that time, but at least we didn't go off-road. Yeah, the suspension was ruining our day there.
Well done.
We still had the fastest lap somehow. And we're still in first place, more crucially than that, so yeah. 3 points ahead of second now, rather than the 1 or whatever it was after Homestead-Miami, or whichever fiasco it was. We're looking a bit beaten up. Right, let's move on to the final race. Which is where? Indianapolis, 6 laps, partly cloudy. Oakley dokley. We won't bother upgrading it. I just don't want to be backing out of menus and going through other menus and whatnot. Just for one more race. Obviously it would be nice if it did it in the part that it's supposed to be doing it in, but obviously that is not the case with this game. It will, seemingly 9 times out of 10, just break your game.
The circuit has long straights and technical twisting sections, including the high-speed banking. We will need
Do it in here.
speed up and
You'd think you'd be able to do it in the pits as well, which would make more sense, but obviously not. Again, this game is all about not making sense. I think people were on drugs when making this game, given how idiotic so much of it is. Yes, this episode is the angry episode, I do apologise, but as you've clearly seen, this game makes me angry by being broken and having idiotic decisions. Right, now we can start. After all the pointless faff. Right, let's try and get a win in this one. Now near 500 horsepower muscle car. Better handling than you might expect. AI seemingly can't use their mirrors. I think exemplified by that. Whoa, what the hell are you doing? Charger acting like a maniac. They pushed off the Mustang but then completely shoved its front nose in my door. Why are you braking there? God's sake. It's literally the easiest corner on this bloody track and you're braking on it like you're about to go do a 90-degree angle, right left-hand turn. I braked myself there out of pure anger. I've done it again. Yeah, I wasn't concentrating on my braking point because I was too busy being angry at the AI for doing stupid things again. Because they do stupid things, I'm able to make up a ton of places in no time at all. Because of all that. All the sun is blinding us. some drafting on the go. Mustang is loud. This is the Mustang we need to beat as well. The Mustang didn't brake there. Why did the Camaro in the previous lap do that? Thought I had more of a gap than I did. Yeah, with the additional power that I've given this car and the extra grip from the wider tyres up front and rear and the new tyre compound, the suspension isn't quite able to deal with it. That's why it's seemingly even bouncier and roly-poly than normal. If this car was any taller, it would probably grip roll. I can't get that braking point right. Into darkness. The lights have popped on. I do wish this game had the ability to provide options for interacting with the car more. You know, U-turn on the headlights, U-turn on the wipers. Hell, with the way that sun was before, you pull the sunscreen down, whatever. I just think that would be a fun option. Now, obviously, you would need probably an elite controller for that, because there's probably not enough buttons on the normal controller for doing all of those things. But so that little details that would help set this game apart from other games. But seemingly with this one, they are trying to chase the Gran Turismo fan base and failing miserably, because that's never been the thing that Forza has done best, is try and chase Gran Turismo. These games have been best when you can do whatever you want with whatever cars you want and race them against whatever cars you want, or at least within reason in terms of classes and stuff. So for whatever reason, they've tried to chase Gran Turismo. I'm not going to ban it the right way, because Gran Turismo, well known for having a huge car list of all sorts of random stuff that might not be particularly great to race, but they are at least something that adds a lot of variety to the car list. And it makes for some fun races in the process, but we don't even have that with this game anymore. We don't have any of the off-roaders, we don't have any like buggies or weird cars like limos or, you know, underpowered little city cars or micro cars or anything like that. I'm pretty sure the slowest car in this game is the Mini Cooper S from the 60s. And even that car's still capable of in excess 80 miles an hour, so which, yeah, granted is slower than most other cars on this game, if not all of them, but yeah, the fact that that is the slowest car when I've had stuff like the Isettas and the Subaru 360 or the original Fiat 500 and stuff like that, just shows the complete different direction that this game has taken over the previous ones, which have not only ballsed up in terms of what they wanted to replace those weird and slower cars with, you know, more racing cars, because as plenty of other people have pointed out, those racing cars are either from different years or different periods or from under different regulations, so they're not always going to be competitive, or they're not generally not competitive one against one another, so it's pointless in that regard. And then there are plenty of types of racing out there that haven't been represented. You know, there's no Formula E in this game. There's no, you know, there's no real classic British touring car championship cars in this game. None of that stuff. And yet they still insist that it's more about the racing, more about racing cars. Which is seemingly a pure fabrication.
Last lap.
And then you add in all the bugs and the flaws and the idiotic upgrade system on top of all of that, and you've got a game that has potential with the way it looks, with the physics, with the sound, with the increasing certain upgrades that you can put on the cars. You know, I like the idea of ballasts and ballast weighting and stuff like that. That's cool. And then the fact that in the when you're buying a car or you're looking at your own garage, you're able to see not only the cubic capacity of the engine, like you can in Forza Horizon 5, but you're also able to see the engine layout, how many cylinders it's got, how many turbochargers it's got, supercharging or anything like that. All of that's good as well. But yeah, does not feel like a game that's had several years of development, personally. But still, we've wrapped up this championship eventually, after doing 2 races twice over. So there we go. Sorry this episode again has been a bit of an angry one. Sorry it's been a bit of a muddled one, you know, the championship standings and whatnot switching around due to they having to do 2 races again. But yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes, especially with a game that's clearly broken. But still, clear 8 points of the 2nd place and 10 points ahead of 3rd to get the championship win overall. So there we go. Camaro did as well, even with us doing some upgrades that we shouldn't have, or didn't do an upgrade that we should have in terms of the suspension. But still, again, that's the way it goes sometimes, live and learn. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.